Hi, this is Dan Wangerin, and this video is at the request of Vic at Jam Spot in Wakefield. He wanted to see how I tuned my bass drums. And this video is going to contain some things that are probably in a lot of other bass drum tuning videos, but this is just the way that I do it. And let's get started. First, I'm gonna, just make sure that these things are just, laying down on the hoop like this before we go on. And let's see, and then we're gonna press down. Let's see. I'm gonna press down here. Go around like that. Doesn't matter really clockwise or counterclockwise. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna press down on the head. I hope you can see some of the wrinkles, like right down this way. You can probably hear them. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of those wrinkles. And let's see. And then we're going to go around like that. So these four have got to go up. Okay, and now here's the fun part. I actually tune my drums to actual pitches, and the pitches that I use, I use like one of these little synthesizers here. And I tune this bass drum. This is my 18-inch bass drum. I tune this one to lower C. So let's just see how this head sings out. Also, another thing to keep in mind is I tune both of the heads the same. I don't really, have one head higher than another on the bass drum. But on the toms and the snare drum, it's a completely different story. Okay, let's see how this thing is singing out. The mic might overload a little bit, so be careful. Let's see, I'm going to turn this one up a little bit too. Okay, that's a little bit lower than I really wanted, and we're just going to bring it up just a little bit more, and let's see, can start cross tuning at this point. Another thing too, when you're tuning a bass drum, always use a mallet instead of a stick. That way, because you got mallets on your bass drum pedals. So let's see how this one is now. And that's just where we want it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around with these rim shot locks. And if you're not using these rim shot locks, then you should be. I'm going to tighten them down to the lug casings of the drum. let's just see if we're... I guess these two are a little bit higher, but it doesn't really matter. Now we're going to go to the batter side. And we're back. And now we've got my 18-inch bass drum on the batter side, and we've got all the key tension rods just laying down on there. And now we're going to do the same thing. Go around like that. Now, just something to keep in mind. I deal with a lot of people who can't really afford to buy, new heads, and they have to play with what they've got. And other drum tuning videos will just basically tell you that you have to just basically throw away the head if it gets a little too worn in here. And you guys probably can't afford to do that. I mean, these bass drum heads these days, especially the Aquarian Super Kicks, they're very expensive. And this video is just gonna basically tell you how to make the best of your situation. That's probably what's going on at Jam Spot. They probably can't afford new heads and whatnot. But anyway, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press in, not in the center, but right here, because that's where the beaters were hitting. Okay, now these two have to go up a little bit. Alright, now let's just... Okay, let's bring these up a little bit. And now that this head is old a little bit, I'll just go around here. Okay, so let's see, I'll just bring these up a little bit. One thing that we have to look out for is we're still tuning these to an actual pitch. Was under that one over there. Yeah. It's just gonna go around here. Let's see. And these two seem to be the ones that will always be off, seeing that this is an old head. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this is tuned to the same pitch. Okay, we're a little bit lower than we want to be here. And let's see, I'm just going to tighten these two. And the other thing too to keep in mind is the batter head bolt affects Not just the sound, it affects the feel of the pedal too. Now, the other thing too to keep in mind is what you can do too is you can, I'll turn this because the mic might overload a little bit. You can just take the mallet and what you do is you strike it where the beater is going to be striking. So and it looks like this is going to be looking and feeling exactly how I want it to. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten up these rim shot locks. And let's see. And what you can do with these is you can, you have to actually hold the key, key tension rods down before doing it. Also, another thing to keep in mind is I prefer key tension rods on the bass drums over those T rods. But if you have T rods, usually they put key tension rods on the bottom, and that's just because T rods tend to get knocked out of place when you put them in cases and stuff like that. And hopefully these little rim shot locks can put an end to that. Also, with these rim shot locks, you won't be tuning your bass drums as much because they'll stay in tune a lot better. They'll just stay in tune, period, actually. And then we'll just go around here. Okay, this is Dan Wangerin with bass drum tuning. Vic, I hope you're getting this. Dan Wangerin over and out.